We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Today is Monday, July 30th, and I'm your host, Elizabeth Walters. We're going to take a look at today's top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, but first, let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 90, chance of rain is 40%. And over the next 3 days, on Tuesday we'll have scattered thunderstorms with a high of 82 and a low of 67, chance of rain is at 50%. And on Wednesday, cloudy skies with a high of 88 and a low of 67. And on Thursday, thunderstorms during the day and turning to partly cloudy skies overnight. The high will be 88 and a low of 67. Now let's take a look at today's top headlines. A special election is set for Tuesday in Plantersville. Gloria Holland, Cedric Mabry, and Joe Mathers are the candidates on the ballot to fill the post left vacant by Alderman James A. Mabry after his sudden death last month. Holland worked for more than 30 years with behavioral health and now works part-time with the Family Resource Center. She previously served as Plantersville's mayor for 12 years and was on the Mississippi Municipal League Board of Directors all 12 years. Mabry is running for his late father's seat and feels the biggest issue facing the town is the lack of technology and said that they need to bring Plantersville into the 21st century. Mathers has made regular appearances at board meetings since moving to town 12 years ago, and he said the biggest issue facing the town is finding a new police chief. If no candidate receives a majority of the votes on Tuesday, a runoff will be held on August 21st. The Sentencing Disparity Task Force started work last week and will examine several questions about the justice system in Mississippi. Made up of 14 elected officials, lawyers, and judges, the goal of the group is to study and report the existence of possible disparity in sentencing for crimes so that the state can promote the interest of uniform justice. In a report from the Associated Press, University of Mississippi law professor Philip Broadhead said that anyone who has spent time in the criminal justice system in Mississippi can tell stories about differing sentences between similarly situated individuals. Along with the task force, a legislative watchdog committee is supposed to report by the end of November on sentencing links for people held in each city and county jail across the state. And you can read more about this story right now on djournal.com. And when school starts next week, each Union County school will have a resource officer on campus. Steve Garrison, Tony Vandiver, Tommy Sloan, and Steve Pruitt were selected, and Union County Sheriff Jimmy Edwards said they have all been through active shooter training and will take a basic SRO course. The hires were made after the school district was approved for a Mississippi Community-Oriented Policing Services in Schools grant last month. The grant money is $10,000 per officer per year, and each individual school is required to apply for it on a yearly basis. Garrison previously served as the sole resource officer for the school district, and administrators went before the Union County Board of Supervisors in March seeking aid for additional SROs. Edwards said they're very excited that everyone was able to come together to get an officer in each school. And in sports, 2 area schools started volleyball programs this summer, a growing trend as slow-pitch softball is fading away in Mississippi. Etowamba AHS and Manatee have new teams this season with plenty of help from Tupelo High coaches Laurie Bishop and Bert Martin. Etowamba had 84 turn out for their tryouts. While only 24 were selected, many feel this says a lot about the future of the sport in the area. Bishop and Martin worked with each school during the summer, running a basic skills camp at Etowamba and helping with exhibition games at Manatee. Bishop said it's awesome that more schools are joining and hopes that this is just the beginning. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that get you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal and online at djournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Walters. Have a great afternoon.